Let's see what else, or yeah, I keep getting you really focusing on what it is that you want to see in a person, but really dismissing the other parts, like, oh, he's got to go to college. Like, there's a denial that you're carrying in all of these relationships. And I feel on a deeper level, it's almost like they're telling me it's going back to a time when, much earlier on in your life, when it's like someone made a choice of someone else over you. I don't know. Did you feel like a sibling rivalry, like your parents gave your sisters more attention? Or anybody? Did you feel like where were you in the siblingness of your family?
The middle.
Okay. So did you feel like you weren't the oldest, you weren't the youngest? Did you ever have a memory of having to win over? Girls can be competitive. I know that. I don't have any sisters,
Right.
but I can only imagine. And you have two? I think God created it that way. I think I would have been hell on wheels, quite frankly. Seriously, give me that bigger closet. I mean, I don't know, but so tell me more about that, because I'm getting something earlier on.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was always one with a strong personality, so, and the other two were, a bit quieter and like to listen to what my parents said for the most part.
But did you want to win the affection? You want to stand out? Were you kind of like a limelight stealer?
Well, so this is, I guess I'm trying to avoid even having to tell this story, but the first thing that came up was whenever it was my older sister's birthday, and I haven't thought about this in forever, but whenever it was her birthday.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a long, long time ago, right?
It is, yeah. And so every time because when we lived in St. Louis, and we had a lot of family that lived there, so we'd always have big family parties. And I would always be just awful. Every time we had these parties, I would be awful because she was getting the attention. And
right.
I mean, I don't know. For some reason, it drove me crazy, and I would just be so bad because I knew it kind of would ruin her party.
Okay.
So I'm sorry to admit that, but
it's very helpful. I'm psychic. You know that I could see this, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is going to be very helpful to you, because what happens with subconscious patterns, and there's no judgment. Hey, you're not the only sister that wanted more attention. The problem that's happening now, and where it got transferred into, it was like a behavior that, remember last week, I think we said there's learned and unlearned behavior. That came up, right? Did that come up with you? Okay.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Learned and unlearned behavior. So you learned that, I'm pretty sure you weren't born a little baby in the crib thinking, I'm going to ruin my sister's party. Right? So you learned some of the tricks of the trade and how to get attention. And so the problem now, again, is it comes up for those brief relationships where you got crushed. Kelly, I think this is really going to be mind-blowing for you. Really had nothing to do about the actual guy. I don't believe that you were in love with any of them. It was the same old reminder that this guy was choosing something else, like college, over you. It's like you set it up so that you could be that second, that bridesmaid person again, because you're so uncomfortable with it. It's like a lesson you had to learn. Is this making sense?
Yeah, sort of.
It's like nothing to do about the guy. I think this is really going to help you when it comes to Adam, because